Bosh, right then people, up the tube and all that. Something a little bit different to start off with today. Obviously I haven't done a video in a little minute. Well, it's been about a week or something like that. I have been out fishing. We had the £10 6 huss, which I was very happy with. You always get something really good when you're not filming, but it's what it is, isn't it? Obviously I've had mum's birthday and all that this weekend, lots of work on, so yeah, this weekend's been a bit of a blowout. I know my club had a species hunt this weekend, and yeah, the wind's been completely horrible on our end of the coast. So yeah, I'll find out how they got on later and I'll give you a little update. But yeah, I've got a few friends fishing that. Obviously, as you all know, YouTube have been paying us a few pennies every now and again. So all the money goes back into the channel, guys. Obviously, we're still growing and stuff, so which is really great. Really great. Thank you very much for subscribing, showing your support and all that kind of stuff. But obviously, you've seen these bad boys, so they will be getting put to the test soon. These are the ones I bought with my first paycheck, which was about, I think, 2 months ago or something like that. Very happy. I know they're second hand and all that, but they still work really well. They do the job. So I will be spooling them up with some new line this week, and obviously sole and place season. So yeah, we'll be going up, doing a few trips at Chesil, a few trips at Salcombe, trying to get a few flatfish out. Obviously winter's coming as well, so a lot of flounder fishing and stuff like that. So that's what I bought these reels for, so they'll be getting well used in the next few videos. New line service, so on and so forth. And obviously we will be doing a lot of conger fishing, maybe a bit of toping, hussing and things like that. Obviously we had a nice huss the other day. I've got my casting specials that I use like all summer, because they're a good reel to use like for multiple species and like over different grounds and stuff. But obviously we're going to be doing some rough ground fishing, so I've invested in a pair of Slosh 30s, not the SHA new ones or SHAS or whatever they're called. I've got the originals. Yeah, very happy. These are brand new as well. I mean, they're not expensive. They're cheap. They're about £100 each, I think. But they're literally bomb proof. I've got a friend that's had a pair for about 5 years, and yeah, not serviced them once, and he still uses them today. So, and he uses them for all of his fishing. You know, they're great reels. They're good for casting. Especially if you're just getting into using a multiplier and stuff. Even though they're not magged, they're quite idiot proof. It's well, until you take the brakes out. Don't take the brakes out, because then I've done it before in my old 20s, and I kept getting bird's nests and stuff. But yeah, for an all rounder, you know, if you're not fishing distance casting, and obviously you can probably cast really far with these, but you know, there's other reels out there, i.e. the 7HT mags, the casting specials. I've got the Pen 525 there, which yeah, don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But got some more rods as well. We've got a few rods. I've got one that my granddad gave me, so I will be doing a review on it. And when I say a review, I mean I'm just going to take it out and try and catch a fish on it. I think it's a, what is it? Well, I'll just get it out now. Why not? See, as you can see from the bag, it's not ancient, but it's been around for a few years. I think it's a Daiwa Extreme, but I mean it's in really good condition, you know, especially for its age. It's 12 foot. I believe it's 5 to 7 ounces. I will confirm that in a second. Obviously, lovely rod. See, eyes are all intact. There's no markings on the lacquer or anything like that. Obviously, it's a well-used rod. My granddad's a very good fisherman, and his dad was even better. I think he had some records in our club, in the Timoth Club, which I'm part of now. So my granddad used to be a part of it, and so did his dad. So yeah, it's just one of them things. I suppose that's where I must get it from. But yeah, we've got the, what is it? The Daiwa Pro Cast. Casting weight is 4 to 8 ounces. So yeah, it's 4 to 8 ounces. It doesn't feel really stiff or anything like that, but you know, you never know. These old rods, you know, they've seen some good fish, congers, bullus, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and obviously my granddad gave it to me, so I'm buzzing about it. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, it's not nice to give your fishing stuff away, but he's getting on now. So he's into like the old lure fishing and all that kind of stuff. Can't really go climbing down rocks at 80, can you? Do you know what I mean? I mean, some people, I don't know. I wouldn't even take him down there. But yeah, so we've got this rod. He gives us a few reels. He's given us some weights and all that as well. So all of his bits and pieces. So I think I'm definitely going to go and do a video on this rod. Try and catch a few fish on it. And I know he watches the channel. So big ups, Grandad. And yeah, I'll try and get you a few fish on your old rod. Bring back some memories. But that's for another day. Tonight, we're going to go out the Warren, I think. Just outdoor this Warren. It's got southwesterly on. And it's quite a big one as well. So, you know, you could go down like B Sands and that, but it'd be right in your face. And then you've got Chesil. Just the way Chesil's sat is just uncomfortable. And from what I've heard so far, the fishing hasn't been great up there over the weekend. So, yeah. Going to go out to the Warren tonight. We're going to take the normal rods out tonight. We might be going off of Red Rock. I'm not sure yet. But depending on how high the tide is, how bad the wind is. If not, we'll go down beside it. But I've always wanted to fish off the top of there. So, yeah, we might give that a go. Bait, we're just going to be using, like, you know, good old finest wrigglers, squid, and that kind of stuff. But, yeah, other than that, guys, there you go. We've got 2 brand new reels. Obviously, that comes from the YouTube money. You know, I have an actual job, so that pays my bills and stuff like that. But I mean, now the YouTube started to pay for the fishing, you know, bait, fuel, new reels. I got a couple of new rods as well, got some spinning rods and things like that. So yeah, jobs are good and the channel's working. It's doing its bits. Thanks to you lot. So thanks again. Big ups to everyone that's been tuning in and paying me a visit. But so yeah, that's that. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a load of bait now. And yeah, I'll see you on the bank in a bit. Gosh, right then people, now the exciting bit, we're off. We're going to go and get Chris Donald. I'm fishing with him this evening. As you can see from the window in the car, you can probably hear it as well. It's currently raining. But it's due to clear up around 4 o'clock. So we'll be fishing loads of high water tonight. Not a mega late one, but yeah, if you live down on the south coast, you'll know that we have had a bit of a little, I wouldn't say a storm, but we've had some high winds and stuff like that. So obviously the water has been kicking up, so it's nice and brown out there, nice and dark, a little bit choppy. And yeah, so it's been like that for a few days, kicking up bait and stuff like that. So with any luck tonight, we should hit a few fish. I'm expecting a lot of dogfish to be there. Maybe the odd whiting. It is starting to get a little bit colder, but hopefully we'll get a ray or bass. Bass mainly, because usually after it's chopped up like this, you do get a few bass. So if we could land a nice one, that'd be great, or even just a couple for the table. But yeah, so buzzing. Obviously, as you just seen, just went and got some freshly packed squid and some freshly packed bluey. So yeah, we've got the bait, got the rods, got everything now. We're just going to go and pick Chris up. And yeah, I'll bring it back when we're on a bank. Boom! Boss, right then people, as you can see, weather's done a complete 360. The old current bun's come out. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but that water there, she's dirty. So yeah, all's good. Both rods are out. Chris is over there. Give us a no, Chris then. Wait up. He's got both rods out as well. He's using clam. I've got squid on one and just about to put bluey out on the other. So yeah, fingers crossed. We've got the little bait station here. Bosh. We're in for the night. We're going to stay out. We decided to stay. We are going to stay a bit later. Got to try and get here till about 11, maybe 12. So hopefully we'll get you some fish in a bit. Bosh, right then people. So just had a few little taps on the few love taps on the old left hand rod. Been fishing for about 2 hours. It's the first bite we've had. So I'm going to pick it up, give it a hit. It did look only small, so you never know. Sometimes the fish just sit there on the bait. But that's how it is out here. But obviously dark's coming in now, so hopefully the fish start feeding a bit more frequent. And we're about halfway to high water, so yeah, looks like we might be in for a good session. Hopefully it's on here. Come on then, Chris. What are you saying? What do you reckon it is? Conger?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go dogfish. Or seaweed.
Changing my tactics.
Nah, not on there. Gosh, right, well, as you can see, that one's not on there, but bites are starting to come now, so hopefully we'll bring it back with a fish in a bit. And there we go, Chris has just had his first bite, as you can see. Starting to get into darkness, he's just feeling for it. So hopefully we'll have a fish on the bank in a minute. Is it gone? Anyway? Nope. Another one got away. Right, here we go. See if we can get a little love tap on the old camera. Oh, there he goes. Rattling away. Chris has got both rods now, tapping away. So hopefully he can get us one. He's got crab on one and a bit of clam on the other. And my rods are just standing still, so it's going to be the Chris show tonight. That's a fish on, isn't it? Wasn't it? That right one?
Big bait.
I'll bring it back if he gets one, guys.
Oh, for it.
There you go. Chris has beat the blank. First strap of the night. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of them. The water's nice and dirty. What was that? Was that on the crab bait, was it?
Crab, yeah.
Well, there you go. Get that one on it. Get him back, and hopefully we'll catch one of his parents. Right, in a bit. Bosh, right then, people. Well, as you just seen, it's 1-0 to Chris. Obviously, it's always a competition with me and Chris when we're fishing. Last time I smashed him, so hopefully he doesn't smash us tonight. We can do a comeback. But here we go. Look, while it's kicking off, I'm going to get some baits made up. There's a whole bluey there. So tail off, head off. These are small blueies. Obviously wrigglers. I think it's 4 or 5 a pack. Pucker size for making cocktails. Anyway, obviously they do the larger ones, but I like the smaller ones. And then we've got some of the squid, Wriggler's finest. Obviously, guys, remember, if you are going to order your freezer baits, get them from Wriggler's. Any orders over 30% off. Any orders over 30 quid, you get 10% off. Use OnlyFins10, and yeah, some of the best frozen bait you'll ever see. So I've got to say that. Nah, I'm joking. It is. That's where I go all the time. I mean, they're good people. Obviously, there's a clip earlier of me up there helping out and stuff. At the end of the day, they're my friends, so you know, you got to help each other out every now and again, ain't you? Right, so there we go. It's literally, I've just ran that up alongside the squid there. We are using quite big baits, which is quite unusual. Well, for me it is, to use outdoors. Usually we use the small sand eels, but because it was quite dirty, we thought we'd bring some nice stinky fish baits, so the fish will be able to find the baits a bit better. And that's it, guys. There you go. Squid and bluey wraps. I'm going to make up like 5 or 6 of those, because now the fish have turned up. You know, once I get a fish, or if I don't, well, if I get a fish, you know, when I reel in, I literally want to unhook it, bang, next bait on. I might even get a spare rig out, have that baited, and just clip it on as we're going to get the most out of this tide. It's usually, the best time is about 2 hours before the top of the tide, 2 hours before after the tide, and yeah, and then we'll be on our merry way. So it's 1-0, so let's try and get on the scoreboard in a bit. Gosh, right then, people. Well, what can I say? The fish have stopped fishing for a minute. Coming up to high water now, so obviously there's no tide out there at the minute. Still 1-0 to Chris. Should have been like 4-0. I think his hooks are broke or something. But he's just lost another one on the surface, a little eel. Yeah, a lot of rattly bites. I am using size 5, so that's probably why I'm not hooking them. But you know, that's just my excuse. I've hooked them on size 5s before, so yeah, not too sure. But hopefully once the tide starts ripping out again, we'll get another run of fish. But if not, you know, Chris can't beat me by one fish. That'll be outrageous. But yeah, still fishing hard. Temperature's definitely dropping, guys. Winter's coming. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing the beach fishing in the winter. Oh, there you go. Chris has got another bite. He's on the fish tonight. Can't believe it. My hooks must not be working or something. But he is using different rigs to me, to be fair, so I might switch over in a minute. Chris does like to use just a running ledger, which is clearly working really well tonight. I think this is like his 5th bite now. That's not a bad bite either, is it? Little pullover. Might be another reel, but you never know. You never know what you're going to get down the one. But yeah, he's using the running ledger, so it's simply just a lead clip, a bead, a barrel swivel, bit of line as a trace, and yeah, a single hook. And yeah, it seems to be getting him all the bites tonight. So I might change one rod over and see if it makes a difference. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But
Oh, that's all.
are you on?
Mate.
Oh, did that just bite you off?
Just broke me off.
Oh,
Monster.
mate, Chris has just had a bite. Right, I'm gonna get some fresh baits out. Did that just pull you right off?
That's just cracked me off.
Looks like the fish has turned up again. Right, in a bit. Bosh, right then people, welcome back. Well, that was a bit of madness. Obviously Chris just had that nice bite, hit into it, and it's just gone, and it's just snapped his 20-pound trace clean in half. So yeah, obviously didn't have his drag set, so unfortunately it couldn't take any line. But I've just had a big slack liner on a squid bait as well, and reeled down into it, managed to catch up to it, hit it, but it dropped the bait. So hopefully in the next couple of hours, the tide's just started running again, we'll be able to pick a nice fish up. I mean, they're out there, they're biting, so I mean, it has been a night to lose fish. we've missed a fair few bites, and obviously dropped a nice fish. But yeah, obviously Chris has been fishing for a long time, so you know he knows when it's a good fish. And yeah, I just seen the rod going and going and going. Well, we had it on the camera, but yeah, madness. Obviously he's feeling a bit sorry for himself over there. I'd be the same. I've done it before. You know, when you lose a good one like that, you know it's good. But sometimes it is what it is. That's fishing. But yeah, we'll keep putting the baits out, and hopefully we'll get the camera something nice. More importantly, I need to catch a fish because Chris is beating me. So I'm going to get back to it in a bit. Oh, there we go. It's been a minute, but there you go. Chris has done it. That's number 2. I think that's the smaller bites we've been getting. That one actually gave me a little bit of a pullover. It's a little bit bigger than the last one. But there you go, boss man. What bait is that on? Clam. Well, there you go, 2-0. I'm going to get back to the fishing in a bit. Bosh, right then people. Well, we have come down to the last cast. Well, not just yet. We're going to put some fresh baits on and then put a last cast out. But obviously Chris is winning. It's not turned out like I thought it would. Obviously, it literally looks like the Bristol Channel out there. If you've ever fished it, it's literally like chocolate water. So I thought there was going to be a lot of dogfish and bits and pieces like that about. Obviously there are a lot of eels around. We're getting lots of little tiny knocks, but obviously they might even be even smaller than ones that Chris has had. I haven't had any. I missed a nice slack liner earlier. Obviously Chris lost that big fish. But other than that, yeah, it's quite quiet. No like mega bites or not even a dogfish, which is quite a shock, especially for here after it's been rough. Usually you get 30 or 40 of them, but still, maybe it's still a bit earlier in the year. No whiting, no pout, anything like that. So yeah, not really fishing great, but obviously the tides are smaller now, so that doesn't help. Yeah, shame we lost that big one earlier, but you know how it is. We will be back out again midweek, and I think me, Chris, and a few others are going to go and do something special on the weekend for you guys. So yeah, well there you go. If we get anything on these casts, I'll bring you back and show you the fish. If not, you know, Chris is won, and unfortunately that's the end of the session. Right, if I don't see you before, I'll see you after, and if not, I'll see you on the bank in a bit.